If you have been following closely, like I have and so many other people, you know this was bound to happen. It was just a matter of time before the Queen Mother stepped out of the cocoon to come and confront Candace Owens. They have been trying, I mean, through people like Ben Shapiro, Alex Chalmers, Tim Pool, Scarlett Johnson, to get people to cancel Candace Owens. But it's been very unsuccessful. And so, guess what? We have to send out the final boss, Erika Kirk herself. In the town hall, she was asked a question about Candace Owens. This is what she had to say.
The podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now? Stop.
My dear friends, first of all, let's just start with the framing of the question. That wasn't even a fair question. That wasn't a fair question. By the way, Candace Owens said this town hall took about 4 hours to film. They kept cutting and retaping, right? Which we'll get into all that. So you're already setting up a question to paint a picture that Candace Owens is a liar. But here's the thing: this looks very rehearsed, because the perfect way to ask this question would have been Candace Owens, friend of Charlie Kirk, who has been speaking on so, and so. What would you like to say to Candace Owens, or what's your commentary about that? Let Erika speak for herself. But if you already set it up to paint a picture that she is a conspiracy theorist, she is a liar, so you're just setting it up for Erika to give the punchline. You have a perfect setup. Oh, okay. But she is too afraid to even speak to that, because Erika knows one slip up, if she just steps out to start confronting Candace Owens herself, it's going to be, she's going to go ballistic. I mean, Candace Owens is going to crush him, destroy. And so they have to use other sound dogs to send out the message. But oh no, in the fashion of Candace Owens, she did not just stay quiet without saying anything. You guys know that. Where is my girl Candace? We need to play her response. But let me speak to something that she said first before we even jump to Candace Owens. Right now, as I am playing this video, you know who else is making money? As I'm filming right now, you know who else is on live talking about Charlie Kirk's assassination? Let me go to my YouTube right now, this second, and I'm going to show you guys. Let me just go ahead and I'm going to show you guys. Candace Owens is not the only person who is speaking about this. Look at this right now. Look at that. This is on Megyn Kelly's YouTube channel. She is live. Look at this title: Megyn Kelly on Charlie Kirk's assassination, truth, plus Dev Smith on Epstein, Israel. She is live right now, right this second. And she is talking about Charlie Kirk. She is making money right now. So what's the deal to have this facade that just because people are speaking to, asking questions, trying to get answers, all of a sudden they are taking advantage of Charlie's death? because we need to get to the bottom of this. But oh well, it didn't stop there. So we need to go to Candace Owens' response because whatever that this is, we just need to know. And I'm here for it. So this is what Candace had to say.
So this is just to me. I'm going to also let you know they pre-recorded this. Obviously, I told you this yesterday from about 11 o'clock to 4 p.m. I have sources just everywhere. CBS News, the people that were in the audience I showed you were emailing me, and they had to do multiple takes because Barry wanted to read a prompter. These questions were pre-submitted, okay? And I would like to respond to this loaded question. What would you like to say? The podcaster Candace Owens, and I'm not even going to address this repeat talking point about people making money, except for the people that have actually made off of all of the money, of the money, millions upon millions of dollars. But this is the new thing. It's like if you keep doing what you were already doing in podcasting or keep doing what you were already doing and doing ballistics on YouTube, if you catch a bunch of views, they want to convince you that like you wake up and you turn into a millionaire. Building her business. What are you talking about? I already had this business. I was already at top of the charts. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk about it. I actually did because it's so.
Which is true. Candace Owens, she went number one, but she has been very consistent. Right after she got fired from the Daily Wire or they parted ways, whichever it was, who cares? She grew her platform. She has been covering stories after stories. She had the whole thing on Kamala Harris. She had the whole thing on the Macrons. She had the whole thing on Harvey Weinstein. I mean, you have to know Candace Owens. So that's a whole lie for Barry White. Is that the last name, Barry White? I don't know. For Barry to say she's building her business. Like she's just a capitalist. Like, oh my God, she's a horrible person. No, that's not even what is. That's a lie. You can't lie and you fabricate lies trying to call out lies. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Ridiculous. Okay. But she says, I'm lying. And Erika responds, and her answer to what do you want to say to the podcaster Candace Owens who is lying is stop. So Erika would like me to stop lying. And I would like to honor that. Okay. I can only honor that if Erika is more explicit in terms of what I have lied about.
Absolutely.
What did I lie about? It's just incredible. There have this opportunity. The questions have been before. You could just start like going through them. Maybe they will. By the way, it's coming on Saturday. Maybe I've made a mistake somewhere, and I'm happy. I want to correct that. Right? I'm not interested. My goal is not to tell lies. It is obviously plausible that I have made mistakes. I've reviewed these lists that we've put together, and I can't find the lie. Okay, the lies that I find are coming out of Turning Point USA. Okay, and here are some of those lies. You know, Mikey had blood all over him. Okay, Mikey has offered that his dad was confused.
That's crazy.
I'll accept that. Well, I didn't lie about that. Rob McCoy lied. His father also said he called his father first. Maybe Rob McCoy was confused. Mikey being a hero for walking away doesn't feel honest. Charlie's neck stopping a 30-06 bullet because he ate healthy and had strong bones. It was a modern day Christian miracle. That feels like a pretty big lie. Okay. Charlie never wavered in his support for Israel was a nasty lie.
Hold on. Wait a second. Did they actually say Charlie's neck stopped at 30 or 6 bullet because he ate salad and had strong bones? Modern. Oh, no, modern day Christian miracle. Oh, no. Don't tell me. They really say that. They really said it's a modern day Christian miracle. Woo-wee. No. See, I really thought she was being sarcastic. They literally say that. That's crazy. Hold on. Oh man, I just need to check, verify. This is actually true. I'm just saying. Wow. Charlie ate salads, ate salad, stopped bullet. Turning point USA. This is insane. This is insane. This is insane.
Also, Kelly, we're hearing Charlie Kirk's organization is revealing new details surrounding his death. What are they saying about this?
No, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that. There is a new post out from the executive producer of the Charlie Kirk Show, TPUSA spokesperson Andrew Colvin, and he wanted to post this. He said he spoke with the surgeon.
Hold on. I have to play this. Sorry, Candace. Before we continue, I am going to bring you back up, Candace. But before, there is no way I can proceed without playing this video. That's crazy. Okay. Let's see.
We're hearing Charlie Kirk's organization is revealing new details surrounding his death. What are they saying about this? Yeah, I wanted to get to that. There is a new post out from the executive producer of the Charlie Kirk Show, TPUSA spokesperson Andrew Colvin, and he wanted to post this. He said he spoke with the surgeon who worked on Charlie in the hospital, and they were talking about the exit wound. So Colvin was saying that there was no exit wound. We are still waiting to confirm this with the hospital, but he said he spoke with the surgeon who worked on Charlie. He said the bullet absolutely should have gone through, but it didn't go through. Charlie's body stopped it. He said, quote, "It was an absolute miracle that someone else didn't get killed." They did find the bullet just beneath the skin, he says, and even in death, he finishes that Charlie managed to save the lives of those around him. So that was just posted within the last hour. We wanted to make sure we shared that with you as well, Natasha. Yeah, I appreciate those details. Kelly Meyer live on the ground in Arizona. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not crazy. You are crazy. You are crazy. Why do you believe that nonsense? Do you guys believe that nonsense? Literally, do you believe that nonsense? I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. And one thing I'll tell you is that I reject whatever the lie they are trying to sell us, that because he ate salads and he was healthy, they had strong bones. Have you guys seen the tests that have been done of the bullets people shooting into a replica of a human head as strong as they get? The healthiest replica of a human. I've seen these tests done on YouTube. You just Google it. I don't even have to play anything. Just Google it. That bullet shatters the human's head. It shatters a human's head. It will just destroy it. It explodes like a watermelon. And to be told that it's because Charlie was healthy, that's why the bullet stopped. It's insane. But you know what? Let's continue. More lies. Let's listen.
Maybe Barry want to like, what do you want to say to the people that literally lied about what Charlie was living through in the last weeks of his life? Stop, Josh Hammer. Stop, Bibi Netanyahu. No, I'm sorry. Barry Weiss is here. We're not going to get to that. Charlie was a committed evangelical who only liked Catholic architecture. Did I lie about that? Nope. Turning Point USA lied about that. And I was attacked for telling me, I'm attacked for catching the lies. We'll get to that later. That's their new method. Once first they accuse me of lying, then I prove I'm not lying. And then their strategy is to attack me for telling the truth and saying, how dare you reveal a personal text message to defend yourself from being called a liar. We can keep going here. Has any of this been clarified? Ben Shapiro said they never had any bad blood between them. I proved that was not true. Again, that also came from a little PR. Alex Clark pulling that move. Next page. Terrell Farnsworth was told to remove that SD card by police. That was not true. Terrell Farnsworth personally told me that was not true. Terrell removed the SD cards because people were stealing hats. Again, not what Terrell Farnsworth himself told me.
Yeah.
And also doesn't make any logical sense, because if you were worried about theft, you would have taken the cameras and not just the SD card, particularly from the camera behind his head, as opposed to the cameras that were in front of him. Lot.
And so here's another thing. It's the confidence that Candace Owens has to call out people's names, to point it out publicly so that these people have a chance to come and dispute, refute what she's saying, and they never do. Why wouldn't you just sue Candace Owens for slander, for whatever law protects you when somebody is making lies about you? Why not just sue her? Why not just take her to court? If none of these people made any of these statements and the things that Candace is alleging, why not just follow the right channel? Why would you just get up on the stage and say, oh, Queen Mother is out, she needs to stop? Just dispel the lies.
Charlie established a Doge and it was not unusual. That's a lie. It was unusual. Doge didn't even exist prior to Elon Musk making that a thing about government accountability. Charlie Kirk's team did not fly drones. Major lie. Brian Harpole told that lie. Brian Harpole also told a major lie when he said that the security had communicated with UVU police to secure those rooftops. That was a lie. It was actually the walkway behind. What am I getting here? What have I done here in this presentation that I lied about? Have I made mistakes along the way? Yes, I'm not perfect, and I will always adjust those mistakes. So I'm asking you to tell me what I lied about. Why is there not this same energy also for the feds? Because they've told some lies. We've got a list of those too. We put that together. We would like some clarity. Again, Charlie being shot with a 30-06. The lover text messages mysteriously presented without any timestamps.
Yeah.
Lying about how Tyler Robinson was arrested. They claim that he confessed and turned himself in. That's not what happened. That he said he was guilty. All of his, father said he was guilty. That's not what happened. Never revealed that Tyler Robinson was at the Dairy Queen following the assassination.
Yeah.
He was throwing clothes away, as I presented to you guys, in the cemetery. That's problematic to the timeline. We'd like some clarity.
Yeah.
That's an oddity. They said Tyler Robinson was arrested wearing a maroon shirt. That actually was also not true. They said Tyler Robinson was suicidal, but also turned himself in because he was afraid of being shot by police. Those two ideas seem to be running into each other. How can...
Yes. And when I did a whole reaction to Tyler Robinson's turning himself in, being identified as Charlie Kirk's killer, I couldn't put out this episode. I've just failed to put out that episode. Something didn't sit right with my spirit. I was just like, there is no way that I'm putting this out, echoing the same lies that we are being taught by the FBI. There's just no way. Something didn't sit right with me. And so I just shelved that episode. I was just like, no. I am not going to be part of whatever this is. Absolutely not. And so what do I really think is going to happen next as far as with Erika Kirk and Candace Owens and everything else? I feel this was so much needed for them to step out like they usually do, because now if you look at every single news outlet, on every single blog, everywhere, what's plastered is Erika Kirk sends a message: stop. Here's what's funny. The comments from people are hilarious. People are not buying any of this. People are not feeling this. And so I was on Facebook earlier on. I was reading these comments from people, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if they do realize that they actually have destroyed one thing it's just the one thing that people loved so much. People had mad respect for Turning Point USA, but not anymore. not anymore. And when they do send sound these alarms from Erica, it just it makes them look stupid, makes them look silly, makes them look unbelievable, makes them look so unserious. I'm about to share the screen with you guys so you can see. It just makes very deceiving, very deceiving. Like they have been up to something. Look at these comments. So this was from actually CBS News, and I was reading through these comments. Okay, this is what you see on social media because they have to do this. They have to paint a narrative through mainstream media so that everybody who looks at Candace Owens, they can see, and she's been talking about this like she's a lunatic, mind psychosis, all of it, all the nine. They have to paint that picture. And look at this first comment here. I love Charlie Kirk's take on this. What's the difference between conspiracy theories and the truth? Usually about 6 months. Let's give it time. The sun shines on all of us eventually. The eyes, they never lies. Al Pacino. The eyes, Chico, they never lies. When she lowers her voice for impact, the coaching shows. It definitely looks like she was being coached. I agree with that comment. It shows like she was being coached. Somebody told her exactly what she needed to say. They've been practicing this for quite some time. They got it wrong when she meant, or what she meant to say was stop, but buy the book and a t-shirt first. Great comment. Because how can you tell somebody else, oh, they're making money off of this and all that, but then you are out there promoting products so that people can buy these products and just keep on funding the organization so that you can build, so you can continue on the same lifestyle. Interesting how this works. I just keep playing the word stop over and over again earlier because it was so comical. I don't understand how the interviewer kept a a straight face because I would have been laughing so hard I cried. I saw the interview. She went from angel eyes to demon eyes. In like 1.5 seconds, that's got to be like reckon. Yeah, I don't know. Something was very unsettling when I seen that face. I told my wife there was something. It had nothing to do with the eyes. It has everything to do with the emotion that she was translating. The emotion that she was giving off. I don't know. There was just something off about that. It was something off about that spiritually, and I could feel it. I could feel it. I'm a spiritual person. I could feel the spirit behind that. Okay. And they're going to go off into Shabbat Shalom and all of that stuff over the weekend. Yeah, she's going to be hosting like a Sabbath dinner, Shabbat dinner. So you and me asking questions and coming up with all this data that we are finding, putting pieces together, somehow is wrong. We shouldn't ask questions. Why should we make theories? Why? What's wrong with that? You lost a husband. He was loved by so many people. When he was alive, doing what he was supposed to do, he wouldn't stop anyone from asking questions. That's exactly what he went to do. He went to seek questions from people and he will provide answers. That's exactly what a debate is. Have somebody come up, let them ask a question, you respond. So we should be allowed to ask questions and we're going to seek answers from whoever has the answers. I would have assumed this is exactly what Charlie would have wanted. She got up on that stage, cried in front of millions and millions of people, and she said she was going to keep Charlie's legacy on. You know, part of Charlie's legacy was to be able to contain his emotions and further the conversation, not telling people to stop. No, we refuse. I refuse. We are going to continue asking questions. We are going to continue. And you know what? I'm joining in. I am going to join in the people that are looking for truth. Yeah. So officially, I signed up myself, and we are going to see where this takes us. All right, guys, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next episode.